Always with the live stream is that problem that you got unexpected moments. That's just behind me is very special place. I think you staying to the end. Don't switch the channel. Stay with on the channel Tom Guide Krakow. You know that is getting only 100 subscribers to 4,000. That's why I very appreciate if you want to share that channel with your friends, families, frenemies. Anyway, that's very important to get 4,000 subscriptions, and also big greetings to my the members. We say sponsors, 8 sponsors now on that YouTube channel. It costs only the cup of coffee. There's nothing. There's just like $1.50 per month, but it's the big support to Tom. Hello, Lolibi Vlog. Hello. I want to share information about the Polish-American national hero, Mr. Teddy. Just Tadeusz Kosciuszko. It's here as like a Krakow Waterloo, you see, but much higher than Waterloo in that's just in the territory of the Benelux countries. That's just, of course, I did the tours, Luxembourg, Belgium, Holland, and it was the horrible rain. But now we've got the beautiful golden hour. You know, that's just the beautiful 1 hour before sunset. And we're walking up to panoramic point, not on that hill, but on the Panorama Cafe, and the view on Kraków from the top. Big thanks for support, for the just any contacting that I add you as the moderator, sister. As just, on the YouTube, they are only brothers and sisters. This is such my tradition. Always they call the all my their friends from YouTube. Yes, but I tell you interesting facts, but the nice panoramic view on the way. Of course, you see the big red fortress is from the time of Austria. Kraków was over 123 years under Austrians, and we were even republic, Kraków Republic. We are proud on the flag, white and blue. White is neutral, blue the Vistula River, and you see the such castellating. That was the special fortress around the first such beautiful hill, Mount Kosciuszko. Why the such theme of the thing of Waterloo? You see the beautiful green grass is the just spring. And there was idea of Poles to gather the soil of all battlefields the Kosciuszko had fought. They took the soil from Saratoga, from different battlefields. The Polish Kosciuszko fought for independence, not only on the independence of Poland, but also other countries like United States. Even idea of the American flag is of him. There was just any party with George Washington, and George Washington. Okay, there's always in the beautiful places problem with connections, so I stay in touch. Don't worry with the reconnecting, because in one moment you've got the beautiful view. Here is also a radio and G5 reinforcements. That's why this is very important. Is just such broadcasting that should be in the good shape. That's why don't worry. Is the radio RMF also side. And 3 years was built the such hill since 1820 to 1823. There's the panoramic point that people could climb. You see the flag of the Poland and Ukraine. I just show you walking over the beautiful cafe. Terrace site of RMF is the space for tourists. I think very big, because look at this. There's just the hill, about 34 meters high, reinforced with the such wall, and you see the parking. Free parking is very good information, because if you enter here with the car, getting a car, you could park here just for free. That's the good information. It's the beautiful park nearby. You could walk to the zoo. That is the is the much better. Oh, look at this. That's now that we're getting better connection. Yes, and Kosciuszko, you know, there was just a love trouble in Poland. He had to leave Poland to United States, and that was the time like a French Revolution, the Polish Lafayette. He moved, that was just to States, supported George Washington in the first revolution, 1777. And from that corner, you could see much better the Polish flag is getting, because yesterday was the Constitution Day, the second oldest constitution in the world. Kosciuszko took the constitution, also that it was arranged as a just matters around the Constitution, second after American Constitution in the world. You see the nice doggy walk, just in it. You see the massive brickwork from the 19th century. We say the brickwork is the young, as the freshy thing. Historical matters for Krakow is the Krakow is 1,000 years old. We got the much older UNESCO list treasures in Krakow. Then you could get the nice ice cream, chocolate, or other things, golden drinks as well. Okay, but look at this. That's just the beautiful, like a pergola, organized, a nice cafe on the part. We're getting to the panoramic point. That's just on the beautiful panorama cafe. And what Kosciuszko did, he's got the highest nomination of the the Washington. He got the order of the Cincinnatus, and then just they have a look from the panoramic view, the West District of Kraków. Oh, that's just the Krakow view from above, from the bird's eye view. It says not drone. It's the tomguidekrakow, 100 meters over Kraków. We're flying over Kraków. Flying with the gimbal, not drone. But then you see the West District with the many students' dormitories in that part. And then you see the huge green areas, the Krakow water meadows. That water meadows, Błonia, they are bigger than the smallest country in the world, the Vatican. Is the over 48 hectares, and that is the such rule. The Błonia, that green area, they shouldn't be built with any buildings. There's always free of any architecture. That's why there's always meetings with John Paul II. Also, there always was on the Błonia. And then you see the like Chelsea and Rangers, the holy war between two clubs in Kraków. That is the club like a Chelsea's Wisła Kraków, White Star, is the holy war between the football fans of Wisła. They're both clubs, they're old, but the Cracovia a little older. 1906 Wisła, and Cracovia like a Rangers over that part. And that is the always derby, any bloody incidents. That is very important thing, which football team that you fan. And then look, there's the old town, it's very small, only then you see Wawel, royal residence. Behind is Nowa Huta, the power station for the stone coal. We've got the many energy, not nuclear power plants as yet, or the pigeon frying, and that's such Nowa Huta, the district as the present of Stalin. But then you see Wawel, royal residence, 1,000 years old, the Wawel Hill, and on that direction you see the St. Mary Basilica and the old town of Kraków, UNESCO list. That is about the old town, is 1.5 kilometers long. Very short piece. But now Krakow is the second biggest city in Poland after Warsaw, 1.4 million, 150,000 students and 40,000 pigeons. As you see, even here the pigeon are attacking me. And airport is located very close, about the 10 kilometers west from the city center. That is the airport in the close the village Balice, today they call the airport Kraków, but you could get with the train straight from the airport to the city center. The train that goes every half hour. There's the very, very quick. Hello, that's just I'm making moderators, my good brothers and sisters. And you know, West District in Kraków is the luxurious district. You know, the West District, what does it mean? The 70% wind thank you, that's just the of wind in Europe is the west wind. That's why all smelly districts were always in the east side. That's why the smelly districts east, Nowa Huta, for instance, also they all smell going to the east. That's why the like a prestige district is the West District. Here is called Wola Decius was the very important secretary of king, and just the properties here, the richest Krakowians, so-called, were in the west district. Look at this, the house that just against the sun is the hard to look, but just I give you again the panoramic view and a few facts about Kosciuszko. Kosciuszko, after supporting George Washington, arrived to Kraków, and exactly from here they took the loyalty oath and they started the insurrection uprising against Russia. Exactly here from Kraków, marching the group of the Kosinier, the farmers with cedars, and they conquered much bigger Russian army. Kraków, Racławice, there was the famous victory fighting with Russia north of Kraków. After 1 month, captured, put to the jail. But Paul didn't like his mother, and Kosciuszko took the loyalty oath to him. He promised never visit Poland, and then supported Indians, purest man of liberty, as he was friend to anyone. And after he died in Switzerland, the Russian Tsar Alexei I permitted for funeral of him on the Wawel Hill. That was after kings. There was the Krakow Republic, and that was the funeral of Kosciuszko. So quick. 1817. It's a little windy. I see I have microphone. That's why I want to spare the sound of wind to you. But you see, we're protecting nature, and it's not that the trees here were not cut to get the panoramic view. And that's the little crazy because we don't have the more panoramic view on that corner. But we're getting as quick as visible from the sounds of the original music, you know what's going on the live, then the live would be, I don't wish such a situation, and have a look. Thank you, Saudi Arabia, big thanks, Emilia, just I think I put you there, or I could put you as the in. Oh, have a look at this. Does it just such things? Okay, there's some tourists, as you see, the streaming to the cafe for something, and we getting again close the good corner. That is the good quality. From Kosciuszko, as the after kings, that was the most important national hero. The Krakowians, the Poles, they wanted to commemorate him, and they putting there's just they got the idea of the creating such Krakow Waterloo, gathering soil of all battlefields in the just around the koala. Hello, just I'm making you as moderator, no problem. And as a big appreciate if somebody want to follow my channel, or membership, it would be very appreciated because that's just I getting 4,000 subscriptions. That just my goal is very yes, absolutely. There's just the method of the new the constructed was the first construction was completely spoiled with the strong rain, and then we took the method of the the American method from Iraq, and that was the special reinforced, and now there's the after restoration is in a better shape. Important names connecting with Kosciuszko, Polish American national hero, because that hill and mount is called Mount Kosciuszko. The highest volcano in Australia is called Mount Kosciuszko. The bridge in Chicago. Also the interesting is the Alaska Island, is called also Kosciuszko Island, and the monument in Detroit is the very similar like in Wawel. That's why there's the most important hero that Thomas Jefferson said, the purest man of liberty. And why he's got the Cincinnatus, it's just the normal work that a lot of people in cafe. Yesterday we got the flag on the hill. Cincinnatus was the council of Roman Empire, and during just the normal days, it was no war. He worked as the normal farmer, and then if the home country calling him, he became consul and leading the nation for the fighting. You see the Polish and Ukrainian flag at the top on the hill, but there's also the stone we see little paparazzi with the people climbing up the hill, and that is the path around. Maybe next times we climbing up, there's no problem. But today, just we making paparazzi matter down on the hill. And that is such most important nomination of American states, the Cincinnatus nomination of the Pratt. Oh, big thanks, Gina, just okay as the moderator. Hello, thank you, sister, and please stay in touch. Recommending channel, you know, there is not only historical facts, but always such funny things that is connecting with the curiosities Krakow and Galicia. You know, the matters that is just the most important. Yes, the Krakow was close the mountain. There's the made by the human, is the artificial, but we've got the beautiful mountains south of Krakow, the Zakopane and Tatra mountains, still snow. Now at night was the very chilly, was about 0 degrees Celsius at night. That's why there we've got the still very chilly weather, and now and the sunset is nice wind chill factor, but at night the temperature dripping even down to 3 degrees Celsius. That's just a very small. Look at this, there's like a special barrier for the artillery. Look at this now, even the such shape is very interesting. That place is not so very visited because all people, they want to climb the hill. That's why here for my live streaming is excellent moment that you could enjoy the peaceful view on the the hill. But look at this, here is also satellite plate of the 30 years of the private radio in Krakow, RMF. That is very nice fun music, hits of best hits radio RMF Max, for instance. Also just the yellow cars that are just from that radio RMF. That's why here is also hotel. That's why you could stay here. But we are thank you, Gina. We are just close the old town, about the 2 kilometers. Oh, but you have to climb uphill. That's just not so piece of cake to get the hill as such in a normal form. Yes, and okay, that's just, I think today I'm going to go to the off-camera festival. It's also the summer cinema. You could sit in the deck chairs. I've got some ideas for my next films. I think I keep the pace with the such live streams no longer than about the 20 minutes, because I know that anyone is in the hurry. There always is the problem to keep the longer live stream. That's why just I'm staying maximal. I think that's just the 1 minute. If you got essential questions, please share that live around your friends, and we increasing amount of the subscribers of my channel. I've got also 8 their members. The members that are just like Don Sims, Krzysztof, Anita Grzeszkiewicz, Ingrid Kern, Łukasz Zmarzły, Prawomocny, as just that is most important, and the fresh members that appeared, but the just very important is that just also the classical is the you know the membership is the like a cup of coffee. The price $1.50 per month. By me is 7 zloty 99 zlotys. Just this big thing that's also supporting of the channel. Big thanks for the watching for the such short live. Not too long in the beautiful sunset, and see you in the next live streams around the Krakow. Big thanks. Hello, Koala. Thank you that just you appeared. Okay, or just I pinned your message at the top of my live stream, and that live stream staying ever. That's why big thanks from Krakow, and in Polish we say bye bye, do widzenia. See you the next time. You see the nice doggy behind. Just okay. Big thanks. Bye bye.